sweet friends, welcome back to the channel. I've been working on a little project here, and I was just doing it without showing you guys what I was doing, and then I'm like, oh no, what if somebody wanted to know what and how I created it? You know that I'm always tired of making this glue come down. As you can see, it's trying to work its way down. And I wanted to have it ready for when you want to use it, you know? And that way I don't have to wait for it to come to the top. I had this cute little, I think it was a candle, and I cleaned it out and then I used it, and it's easy. Boom, plop it in there. But then I needed something for my glue sticks, and I can have at least 4. See, that was easy. This would have solved the problem, but then I would have had 4 glue sticks just in La La Land. So I decided to make myself one glue holder, I guess, to keep it with the tip down. See, I don't have a lot. I still don't have a lot, but I went to the dollar store like, let me see, maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. And then I bought me the tacky glue, which is normally the one I use. And this is the translucent. So it doesn't really matter which glue you use. I just like to have it ready. I like to have my try to be ready. And I'm always constantly fighting with the glue. This is my holdup right here, the glue. So this is what happened. I don't know. Oh yes, I was doing some cinnamon buns that comes, I guess it's like the Pillsbury Doughboy, and this was in it. It's a thick, see that? Thick round chipboard. So I took a scrap of paper. So let me bring you back a little bit, because I feel like you guys are like there. I took a scrap of paper and I measured it. I glued it down. I left this little, I think it's not even a 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, there you go. 1/2 an inch. So when I left the 1/2 an inch, it was like that. So I cut the slits, as you can see. Cut the slits. See that? And so I make sure that I pressed on it, work it, and it looks like a cute little fan. I don't know if you can tell that, but yeah, see that? All the way around. Because I have this. I bought these, I don't know, it's been a while, but I don't know if I got it at the dollar store at one point or through Amazon. I really don't know. But I have this cork base, and it's like to put the drinks on it, and that way they don't mess up your tables with the water leaking all over the place. And when I cut it, I make sure that this would be snug in the center, because this is my base, and I decorated with the paper that I want. As you can see, it's snug. Then I left this much of paper, and I did the same thing. I'm cutting slits on it, and now my job is to fold it right at the edge, and it's gonna come out like that. And I'm just go ahead and folding it up, so it's gonna be part of my little fan. So that's where I was at when I was working on it, and I'm like, oh, let me show them, you know. Okay, so This one is not cut. And you would say, how are you supposed to know? Well, you cut where until the edge of your cord, or not the cord, but the chipboard is right at the edge of the chipboard. So because yes, I'm just doing it for something that might not be, but I wanted to make it cutesy, guys. Yes, I wanted to make it cutesy. There. So now I'm just gonna fold these up like that, and they're gonna be part of the tiny ones. So when I glue the whole thing down, all of it is gonna be held with the glue. Just making sure that I'm doing the fold correctly, and then all of it is going to be held down like that. So all right, so now what do I want to do? I want to do a braid, because I want to put a braid around here, and I might want to do a braid at the bottom too. And I want to make it cutesy, so I did this tiny charm. I was working on it. The camera was not, my phone was not running, but there you go. That's what I want to do. I want to put this together, and then I want to dangle it there. So, and here it's the braid that I want to do with the jute. Yeah. 4-ply jute or twine. So I'm going to do my braid with the jute. I'm going to glue it to this, and I'm going to glue this whole base down to hold all this. I'm thinking I'm just going to put like a little bead of glue to hold it in place, but at least my idea works. So now it's just a matter of gluing it down, putting everything in place, and then I will show you my end result for my little glue holder that I made. I don't want to buy a $10 candle just to get a little vase, because normally these are either $7 or $8. I mean, that was a very nice candle, by the way. But yeah, but I like this, the color and the texture, so I like that, so I kept it. And I said I'm not tossing that one out, but normally I do toss all the candle once the recipient is empty out. So I'm going to glue all this down, put it in place, braid my jute, put it on the edge, mount my little charm that I made for it. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. I show you this in one of my hauls. And then I have these that said handmade. And yeah, it's a little bit of green, matches the green of the paper. But yes, I wanted something cutesy, guys, and then I'll be back and show you my end result. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, I am done. This is the end result. I did a braid. Actually, I did 2 braids, one for here like that, and they're just crossing like that right in the front. And I took one of the threads of the braid and I put my little dangle inside of it. The second braid I used for the base to cover where the pieces of paper were gonna show. But before I did that, I took as a filler the same jute that I used to make the braids, and then I just wrapped it around, put a lot of glue in it, press it down, and then put my braid on top of it, and where it's supposed to end, put a lot of glue in there. So I use white glue, but as you can see, it's disappearing, so it's good to know that, you know. And that is it. This is supposed to hold this like that. And now the glue is gonna be at the tip whenever I want to use it. But yeah, this is what I did. This is what I came up with. I didn't have to buy it. I just made it. Okay, my friends, tell me what you think. Did I do good? I mean, you can't appreciate it like that, but there you go. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Libby has something of some sort done also to hold her glue down. I'm not sure, but I think she does. I'm pretty sure she does. But this is my take on it. I wanted to decorate it. I wanted to make it cutesy, with little beads and stuff, a little mini dangle. Yeah, and so now it's kind of nice just to grab it or leave it here at my desk, and whenever I need to use this particular glue, because it's too thick and it takes a while, and when I'm in the middle of a project recording, I want to be able to access the glue without me waiting for it to come from the bottom all the way to the top, you know, to the top of it. So there you go. That's it for today's video. If you like the video, please give me a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment. Would you have done it, or you would just prefer to do, you know, or use upcycle, or use something that you already had laying around? I been struggling these past week with headaches and back pains and all the good stuff that happens when you start getting old. So, but I like it. It's visually cutesy, appealing, you know, like, and the satisfaction is that even though I didn't work on a journal or a card or anything else, I will still be, you know, I was able to be creative. So that's it. That's my take on that. So I let you go. Thank you so much for stopping by in my crafty corner. And as always, my friends, stay safe and craft away. Bye.